Diba? Are you also big?
I mean,
American size.
you
Not
got me.
Korean size.
Guilty.
Is it American size?
Korean.
Please welcome Greg Hawkins.
Greg Hawkins. Yes.
Welcome, bro.
Well, thank you. What's up? How we doing?
Kamusta?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay.
Oh, diba?
Everybody looks great. I love your hair.
I thank
Beautiful.
you. Only my hair?
Well, you know, we could talk about other things, but
Pero I'll just ask first. About your tattoo.
yeah.
What's your inspiration?
Oh, you want to hear the story about my tattoo?
Of course. Because every tattoo have a
Yeah.
story.
Share mo naman yung story.
Oh, there's a story behind this tattoo. You'll like this story.
Wow.
So, when I was 21,
21.
I had a girlfriend. She had tattoos from the top of her head to her feet.
Oh!
Yeah, tons of tattoos. So I was like, I like this girl. I want a tattoo just like her, obviously. So she was like, yeah, let's go get a tattoo. So I wanted to get this cool tattoo of crossed swords and like an 11. But when I got the tattoo, it looked like dicks. It looked like
Oh my God.
it looked like crossed pair of dicks on my arm.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm walking around now.
then-
like I like short sleeve shirts, you know, it's hot out here. And now I'm walking around. So people are pointing this out. They're like, "Hey, you got some
Dick.
yeah, you got a problem. Like you should sue your tattoo artist, man." I was like, "You're right." So I tried to get it removed. Very painful process. Wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
And it was too hard. It was too painful. I couldn't do it. So I did the next best thing. Just got an X over the parts that looked like dicks, and then kept it. And now I'm rocking it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it's a good design. It's a signature.
So,
Yeah,
cover up na yung...
Yeah, it's a
ginawa
cover up.
dyan.
Not the top part,
Uh-huh.
but the really thick bottom part. That's like somebody took a permanent marker and was like, get it. That part. Yeah.
So it's open. That's why it's X.
Yeah,
So you're X now.
yeah. It's like my history. You know.
But nice. It's a mark. Like
So nice, yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
unique.
It looks better than I thought it would
Unique.
Yep.
when I look at
Saka,
it. You know.
mas bagay sa kanya kasi maganda yung skin niya eh.
Oh,
So, yung question ko sa'yo,
Ba't
bro,
kung maitim ba, hindi bagay?
mas bagay siya sa maputi kasi
Parang
parang
dumi.
papel eh.
Parang dumi lang.
Malinis pa rin tignan kahit may tattoo.
Parang libag lang kasi pag maitim, no?
Yes, sir. Speaking of skin, bro, what's your secret keeping your skin flawless, bro?
Well, I think that just washing your face every night
Shower
helps a
every
lot.
day.
Hygiene.
Hygiene is good. I use a new product from a sponsor of mine called L'Allure. They're a brand new beauty care line that's launched. They have wonderful products. So they've been so kind to help me fix my problem skin. I had really bad acne and stuff. So
Before.
oh yeah, you wouldn't believe it was
Really?
sensitive to the touch. So bad.
But before you don't do shower?
I didn't see the purpose. I had to learn,
And then,
and I was like, "Whoa, this is amazing!" Yeah, I don't.
so nainusot mo talaga ang yung beauty products
syempre.
niya. Oh,
Tsaka,
yes.
I noticed, bro, na parang mas okay yung body mo ngayon versus nung nag-happy house tayo.
Yeah.
You work out a lot, bro.
Thank you, man. For everybody who doesn't know, Yuki and I did a show together with Viva for Happy House, and that was
What year?
Last year? 2020?
Pandemic?
Was that last year?
Pandemic?
Wow.
Before mag-pandemic,
Yeah,
February.
it was last
18.
year.
2019.
No,
No, it was
2020 lang.
2020. Yeah.
It's
February.
pandemic.
No, it was like at the beginning,
Before pandemic.
like
January.
because I remember Chad.
I remember
went
Chad,
to
bro.
Hong Kong and we were all scared. So
He's
Chad,
puking everywhere.
Yeah.
He went to Hong Kong, right?
Yeah,
Then-
you know Chad Keenis?
Chad.
Chad, ayan.
Yeah,
Yes,
so he went to Hong Kong in the middle of our taping. He was part of our show, and when he comes back, we're like terrified. We're like, what if he got
COVID.
coronavirus?
Okay, so you
in
panic,
Hong
everybody
Kong?
panic.
Yeah, we
Uh,
panicked. He didn't have COVID, but
Yeah, you know.
we were just scared that he might.
Okay, so nagka-banding na talaga kayo.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oo.
Kasi after nun, nag-taping kami, nagsusuka siya.
Yeah,
Yeah. Puking everywhere.
Why you're sick?
I don't know why he was sick.
Maybe, it's food poisoning.
Well, I'm sure there was a reason why.
Parang yung lahat ng kinakain niya, hindi niya nilalabas. So, naipon sa tiyan niya.
So, sa bibig lumabas.
Sa bibig lumabas.
Baka barado.
Natubuhan siguro. Ay, Chad, love you, Chad.
Yeah, shit.
Hi, Benny and Daya. Welcome. Oo. So, that's the, yun the pinaka-last nyo na, working together.
Yes,
So,
since then, we became friends na.
so you're both Viva. But your first exposure is from GMA or ABS?
ABS.
My first exposure was, well, I started out doing modeling, and I did like Banks and, the modeling for Banks Fashion Week and whatnot. But then my first exposure was in ABS for Philippines Got Talent, season 6. I think that was early 2018. And I was like 2 episodes, I think. I was just a performer for Orville Tonido, who was the actual contestant at the time, and we were just like background performers to his routine. Great guy, or great.
Because everybody knows that Greg first what his first exposure is from Showtime. That's why Showtime mark him as kuya escort.
Kuya escort, yes.
Yes.
Before
But
Ion, right?
Yeah. Just before Ion, I was on Showtime. I was on Showtime for, I want to say like a month or so. Yeah, that was back in, I think 2 or 3 months after I got on Philippines Got Talent. They threw me on Showtime, and that was the weirdest day of my life. I'll tell you that right now.
Why?
Well, so I had like 2 separate options. Like I could go to the Star Magic auditions that were being held that day at ABS CPN, or alternatively, I could do this kuya escort racket.
It's like decision.
Yeah.
It's a hard decision.
It was a hard decision, so I decided I'm gonna not do the Showtime one. I'll do the Star Magic one. Then halfway through the Star Magic audition, I noticed something. I looked around me, and there's like 500 people in this room, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the Showtime one instead. So I tell the bouncer, okay, is it okay if I go to the Showtime lot? And they're like, why? Why do you need to go there? I was like, I'm gonna be on the show, I think. So they lead me over to the Showtime studio from where they do the auditions for Star Magic, through the gate there and everything. And then the guy, like, he gives me, like the floor director or whatever, he takes me through my blockings, which I totally forgot. Like, I get on camera, I'm acting ridiculous.
Pero alam mo na ikaw si Kuya Escort nung tinuturuan ka na nung
I had no idea, because the night before, I had no idea until like 10 p.m. the night before. I had a contact. His name was Nanay Michael, and just a great contact. And he had mentioned to me, like, hey, tomorrow, if you can do this, we can help you. And so I decided, like, screw it, let's try it. And I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah.
And it really helped, though.
You don't have idea that Showtime is so big show.
I knew it was a big show, but I had no idea, like, just how big it actually was. It was like way bigger than I expected. And I mean, Yuki, you can attest to this as well, right?
True.
Like, the moment you get on, it really helps your career if you're trying to do anything related to show business, because of just how many people watch it, and it was on.
Yeah.
So.
Pero you're Viva na before pa naman mag
I was
Kuya
Viva
Escort.
from the very beginning.
Okay.
Because as a foreigner, you kind of need an agency to back you when you're new,
Yes, sir.
right? So very important to have an agent. And
Agency.
Viva, thanks to Viva, they were able to help get me everything that I needed, and they helped get me set up. So I'm really thankful to them for all of that.
Yes.
You have a
Go ahead.
Filipino blood?
No, actually, it's
So
yeah.
you're pure American?
I'm not that either. I'm half Korean, and I'm half American.
That's why that's why you have a good skin.
Yes,
Kasi half Korean
That explains a
siya.
lot. Yes, yes.
Oo.
I don't know. I think your skin is actually probably fairer than mine is.
Ayun na naman, tinitigan na naman ako.
I'm looking at your legs right now. Look, they're very white.
Yeah, no, it's not white like you. See?
Look at that. Wow, they're smooth.
Can you like that? See, 'di ba? Yung pag yung mix ng blood, lalabas talaga
Pag
siya.
Asian and no?
Oo, he is American but half Korean. That's why you have a flawless skin, 'di ba? Are you also big?
I mean,
American size.
you
Not
got
Korean
me
size.
guilty.
Is it American size?
Korean or
It's the American, definitely. You know.
Uy, maganda ang mix ng half ha. Maganda
of course,
talaga
of
ang,
course.
lalo na pag Asian,
Yung,
like Japanese, American, Chinese, Filipino. Oh, maganda ang mix talaga kaya you're so handsome.
Yes,
I think
yes,
that's
sir.
also probably why you see a lot of half like pageant winners
Yeah.
also, because it's nice to see a mix,
I
but
think.
I don't like to shortchange like pure Filipino looks either, because there's so many beautiful pure Filipinos that it's really hard to say. It's just a different type of good looking, right? Because you can have somebody who's like a morena and she's so beautiful and she's pure Filipina,
Yes.
and it's just a different look than somebody who's, kalahati lang.
Half,
Di kasi Filipino is so we're so tasty ang tawag niyan, choosy.
Juicy.
Choosy about your
Tasty.
our references sa
Tasty.
beauty references namin.
Yes.
We like foreign I don't care. Wala kang makialam ako host dito. No, we want to tawag nito. What's our taste is good looking, nice face like that. That's why we're more look at the half, not chop, half.
Half.
Hindi kasi pag moreno ka na, gusto mo Asian like Filipino. We're all already native like black, brown complexion, then not too high nose na tawag nito. Our nose is not like yours, like that. That's why kung ano yung wala sa amin, yun ang hinahanap namin. We look for that.
What do you think? Why do you think that is? Like, why do you think the beauty standards are different? Because where I come from in the U.S., being dark-skinned is considered beautiful. And,
Yeah, but it's your culture.
Right,
It's,
right.
It's Philippines. You will adjust, not me. Foreigner will adjust our culture. It's our reference. It's our taste. Yeah.
What do you think? Why do you think that taste is? Like, what do you think started that?
No, it's di ba? Depende sa panlasa. Anong tawag nun?
Taste.
It's tawag ni na blanco tuloy.
Different taste?
No, yung depende sa panlasa ng tao. Like, ang beauty kasi beyond yan sa sa paningin ng tao. Yung depende sa
Like depends on like how like their personal preferences.
yeah,
and,
So,
That's why-
kayo naman, mga foreigner, di ba? There are lots of foreigner, they are marrying Pilipina. But the Filipina is not good looking, very dark, small.
I
So,
Success story.
for a foreigner, they are so beautiful. But us, we like a handsome guy like you.
Na white.
Like that.
Puti.
So, it's our reference.
Feel.
See? You like brown complexion.
Yeah,
Because
I
you're a
actually think
foreigner.
brown complexion is beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
that's
love it.
why we're different. Oo.
Actually, I think kaya ganun yung gusto ng mga girls dito. Like, di ba dito mainit, morena yung skin nila. They're so, parang gustong-gusto nila magpaputi. Like, skin, parang mga whitening
Yeah,
skin.
always
magpapa-whitening
doing the
sila.
gluta treatment, the
Glutathione.
glutathione.
Yeah. Oo.
It's-
Parang obsessed sila maging white.
Yeah.
So parang, hindi naman kailangan kasi maganda na yung complexion mo eh. Parang ganun.
I mean, it is their bodies, and they get the choice of whether they'd rather be one color or another. For me, I'm not so choosy. So if they want to be a lighter complexion, that's okay. But if they choose to be a darker complexion as well, that's totally okay as well. And I think more of it is like, we should be probably sharing an image of body positivity a little more, that we should learn to love the skin that we're born in, so that we don't feel like we're less than somebody else because they look different than we do.
Agreed.
Maybe sa because of our history, like the Philippines na-invade kasi kami ng foreigners,
foreigners.
Yeah.
American,
Japanese.
Spanish. That's why we look always up to them. Like handsome, like the beauty. Ang tawag dito ko, yung nakikita namin yung ganda, na parang naano kami sa mga Caucasian. Na nandun
Yeah.
kami nakabase na yun ang reference namin sa
Ng
beauty.
beauty.
Parang
Yes.
ganon.
Actually,
So, sa history
tama,
kasi yan na nagsimula.
Yeah,
Yes, oo.
definitely.
Actually.
So, wala na tayo magagawa doon. Kasi generation to generation to generation.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, I think it's fascinating because, like, the Philippines has such a storied history and culture, and I
Yes.
love learning about it. And these sorts of, like, cultural nuances, like particulars, I think it's so fascinating. I love it.
Yeah. Your girlfriend is Morena.
Yeah, my girlfriend is Morena. She's from Butuan.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Oo. But
Hi, Jose.
but how can you what can you say about Filipino? Everybody can speak English, right?
Not everybody, but almost everybody.
Almost everybody.
And it's
Yeah.
kind of shocking as a foreigner
yes.
when you first, especially, like, I've been to Europe before, and they're not as, even in Europe, they're not as proficient at
Yes.
English as
English.
people are here in the Philippines. I think that's fascinating. It's really cool because it makes Filipino people much more competitive
Yeah.
abroad,
Yeah.
especially amongst our neighbors here in Asia. And it makes it easy for me because I can, if you choose to speak to me in Tagalog
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
choose to respond in English,
Yeah.
it's like,
can
parang, it's
communicate.
it's like smooth communication,
Yes,
and you don't have to
oo.
worry. I really think that's really cool.
Yeah.
It's
Actu-
easy. It's easier for the foreigner to talk
Come
with
here,
Filipinos
oh.
because they can understand English.
Yeah. Actually, some Filipino, they're so particular about the grammar. So they are ashamed to speak English in public places because Filipino also judge you that, oh, your grammar is wrong, like this, like that. Me, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you can understand me.
As long as you can
and
get it, the message.
Then you say yes or no.
It's fine.
Okay, we can go. The show must go on.
Yes, sir. Tuloy ang laban.
Me, I don't care about grammar because English is not our first language.
Yes.
We're Filipino and Tagalog. And as long as you can speak English and you can understand, that's the most important.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Communication.
Agreed.
Yeah.
The basis
Yes,
of
ma'am.
communication is understanding and being understood.
Yeah.
So whether or not your grammar is perfect,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. I mean, think about a native English speaker from the U.S.
Yeah.
We don't use perfect grammar when we speak or write almost ever. So I think it's one of those things that, yeah, it's good to learn. But if you're trying to talk to someone, it's not super necessary. And we don't have to shame people for trying. Because
Yes,
that's,
oo.
what are we doing?
lumalabas sa kanya na he's a nice person.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah. You're a nice person.
It's just for the cameras. Just
Oh, really? So, yeah, what can you say about Ayon Perez?
well, listen to me. Let's get this started.
Before you going there.
Before we talk about Ayon, let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
What happened pala in Showtime after a month na you appeared at?
That's a good question. So after Showtime, well, we were practicing for a showdown, and I thought that
With
like,
Ion?
no, it was gonna be me. This was before Ion came on,
Okay.
and it was supposed to be me and Jackie, and
Si Ate Girl.
Ate Girl, sorry,
Okay.
me and Ate Girl and Vice,
Mhm.
and we were gonna do like this big showdown, and it was gonna be a really big production number.
Okay.
But that was kind of going to be my initiation full time into the Showtime family.
To be
So,
regular?
yeah, to be like a total regular on the
Okay.
show. Well, in order to do that, they needed me to get an updated working visa because obviously as a foreigner you need
Yeah.
you need a working visa. So like Viva started working on my working visa and we were one day too late.
Oh, just
the day
one day.
the day I like the day that they made the decision, like the executives at ABS-CBN decided like, okay, we've waited like a week, we need to make a decision now, and I'm pretty sure they probably like listed out the pros and cons of who to choose because Ion had been guesting for maybe 2 or 3 days at that point, but I was still going to Showtime Studios to practice the dancing for the showdown.
The showdown.
So that morning, I think they removed me. I like the feeling of like somebody like
Care.
wanting me and
Yeah.
caring
You're
for
only
me.
mine.
Love
Yeah.
you.
You're only mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
that's-
sweet.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a Filipina.
Yes.
Sa
Yes.
Filipina,
We're so proud of it.
characteristic.
Let's talk about